In this video, we'll discuss a question on the analytical geometry. Question 3 from this question paper on November 2020, the year of the coronavirus. Okay. Now, in the description below, uzothola links for amanye questions for this question paper. Now, asiqale ke ngale question lega, question 3, analytical geometry. We are given triangle TSK, and then the equation of ST is given as y equal to 1 over 2x plus 6, and ST cuts the x-axis at M. Opu ST now ST will cut the x-axis at M. W basipha ama coordinates wakhe and lies on ST, and R lies on SK. Opu SK now R la, such that WR is parallel to the y-axis. WK cuts the x-axis at V, and then the y-axis, okay, cuts the y-axis at P, and then KS now KS is produced and cuts the x-axis at N. TSK is given as angle theta. So therefore, basically, whatever basitshelayo nala statement is already drawn kulo kanje ku sketch sethu. Now basipha ama coordinates ka W no P, basipha ne equation for line ST with 3.1, but is calculated the gradient for WP. The gradient for WP, so you calculate so you calculate le 3 is straightforward. The question is straightforward. Basipha 2 yama points, basipha 2 yama points, but it's calculated gradient for those 2 points. Okay, 3.1 basipha gradient la, but it's calculated gradient abasiphanga yona, but basi calculate. So therefore YP is minus 4, and then YW is 4 divided by XP. XP is 0 minus XW, it's minus 4, equal to, nang subtract that the 2 ku numerator ngithola minus 8, la ngithola minus positive 4, because the negative and the negative is positive 4, and then negative 8 divided by positive 4, it's negative 2. So gradient here to it's negative 2, gradient for WP is negative 2. So now, so with 3.2, show that WP is perpendicular to ST. So by multiplying 2 gradients, and then we told with the answer yakho it's negative 1. So as with the lama equations, lama lines are perpendicular. So in this case, gradient ka line WP. We can also find the gradient ka line ST. Remember the statement basiphi equation ga ST. So therefore this line, the equation for this line equals standard form. So the coefficient of x is actually the gradient for ST. So therefore gradient ST is equal to a half, and then gradient WP start to calculate 2 minus 2. Now multiply lama gradients with 2. Let's see ukuthi ngizothola ubani. It's obvious ngizothola negative 1. So therefore it means lama gradients anjani, lama lines are perpendicular. Now lana it's a half, and then for WP it's negative 2. So now multiply lana ngithola negative 1. So this is our final answer. Now with 3.3, but if the equation of SK is given as 5y plus 2x plus 6 is equal to 0, calculate the coordinates of S. So for the coordinates ka S, I'm given the equation ka SK ne equation ka ST. ST bangiphe yena in the statement, to SK bangiphe yena down below. So by solving lama equations for these 2 lines, I can find the coordinates for S. This equation and this equation. By solving them simultaneously, I get the coordinates for S. So in this, so yenza so solve two equations simultaneously to find the coordinates for S. Right, 3.3. I'm given equation ga SK, boom. Equation ga ST, boom. So therefore, ngizothatha equation 2 ngimsubstitute ku equation 1. As you can see, equation 2, y is the subject of the formula. So sizoti S, not S man, 5. This is 5. Now equation 1. You totally equation laying substitute equation 1. In other words, where there's a y, you figure 1 over 2x plus 6 plus 2x plus 60 is equal to 0. So simplify further, you total 5 over 2x plus 5 times 6 is 30 plus 2x plus 60 is equal to 0. And then, okay, how about this multiplying with 2 throughout la? 2 being the LCD for this equation. I'm going to remove a fraction before I can do anything else. So ngizoti 2 cancels 2, msala no 5x plus 2 times 2 times 30 ngithola 60 plus 2 times 2 ngithola 4x and then plus 2 times lana ngithola 2 times 6 ngithola 120 equal to 0. Let's add my like terms ngithola 9x and then lana ngithola 60 78 ngithola 180 equal to 0. Then 9x is equal to minus 180. Divide both sides by 9. X is equal to negative what? Negative what? Negative, so negative 180 divided by 9. Total negative 20. So this is the x coordinate for S. Let's find the y coordinate. The y coordinate you total by substituting x to equation number 2. So that things will total coordinate y. So x is negative 20 plus 6. So it's 1 over 2 in brackets it's negative 20 plus 6. Answer it's negative 4. And it makes sense with both coordinates to be negative. So S negative 20 and then 4 y it's negative 4. S both our coordinates are over negative. Why? Because S is in the third quadrant. So now my coordinates got S. For the next question, but 3.4, calculate the length of WR. So in this way, yes, argument. Okay, 3.4, length WR. So now my coordinates got W, but I don't have my coordinates got R. But if we talk back closely, since this line WR is parallel to the y-axis, it means W no R bazo share an x coordinate. So it means I have the x coordinate for R, but I can also find the y coordinate for R by using the equation for SK. Using the equation ga SK, so SK is 5y plus 2x plus 60 equal to 0. Remember basiphila SK lapha, right? So therefore ngithini the x coordinate for R nginayo. Because of this line is parallel to the y-axis, the W and the R will share an x coordinate. So x is equal to minus 4 for the coordinate kabani ka R. Now ngifuna the y coordinate for R ngiyoyithola njani? T5 in this equation sk ngiyofaka x, so f5y is plus 2 minus 4 plus 60 is equal to 0. 5y plus 2 times minus 4 is minus 8 plus 60 is equal to 0. Fy minus 8 negative 8 plus 60 it's positive 52 element yabaleka but wena iza ngapha ke 52 yofika negative 52, divide both sides by 5, y is equal to negative, let's see, negative 52 divided by 5. Okay, it's a fraction, so so this is the y coordinate for r. Now I can calculate length ga wr as w r is equal to the square root of xw minus xr squared plus yw minus yr squared is equal to the square root of, okay, xw it's minus 4, xr it's negative 4 as well, so it's plus what, it's plus 4 squared, which is total 0 lapha. Yw is 4 minus yr yr or yr nang y value yr, so it's plus 52 over 5 squared together equal to, let's calculate to wr again, lana it's 0, so there's no need with me punch it in go calculator. If I go convinced, let's do this again. This is punch it in everything, plus 4 plus 52 divided by 5, everything squared. Answer is 72 over 5 equal to, no more I balance the decimal, it's still fine, 4,40 units. So now length here to 4 bani wr. Now 3.5, but to calculate the size of angle theta. Right now 3.5, we want the size of angle theta. Now 3.5 90 so yens okay. So 7 side the theorem yellow ganj triangle, the external angle of a triangle. This theorem is common kakhulu la ku analytical geometry, especially now to calculate an angle where we tola in a weird place like lana. So I cannot use the angle of inclination formula la, because this theta is not measured against the x-axis, right? If theta bigger la, then we also inside the formula for the angle of inclination. So in this way yenza thina la sizowenza so ke this theta this angle theta is actually an external angle of this triangle NSM. So in order to calculate theta, I need the angle yala, which is the vertical opposite of beta. Is it? No, it's not. But it's the angle on a straight line in relation to beta, and then ngizodinga this angle as well, which is the vertical opposite again for the angle of inclination of line ST. So therefore ngizothola le angle yala, which is the same as this angle, then uyothola u-beta, which is ngizothola u-angle beta uzonginceda ukuthi ngithole le angle yala. So once ngithola lama angle ayi-2 1 2 by adding them up ngithola ubani u-theta. So into soyenza so calculate u-beta and the angle of inclination. How about isicale ngolo kanje ngale angle of inclination for this line. So sizothi I have the gradient, nginale gradient ka st, right? The gradient is what? Gradient st is equal to 1 over 2, right? It's 1 over 2. No. St, equation st, the gradient is 1 over 2 tan theta, which is the angle of inclination for, so how about asingathi theta instead, let's say angle TMV. TMV is equal to 1 over 2, so therefore TMV is equal to arctan second function tan 1 over 2 asibone shift tan 0.5, which is the same as 1 over 2 in 2 decimal places is 26.5 what 57 degrees. So now angle TMV, and then TMV we know that we are lingana nobani no angle NMS, this angle NMS, which is the same as 26.57 degrees. Yeah, okay, so angle yala, let's go ahead and calculate angle SNM. And then Peter siyabo ukuthi it's the angle of inclination for this line kabani ga SK, the line for SK. Okay, now beta ke manje tan beta is equal to gradient bani okay, gradient SK ngizosebenzisa SK line SK gradient ka line SK. So therefore it means again gradient ka SK nangizomanipulate this equation, gradient yami izoba equal to, check ke la, you transpose the 2x yofika minus 2x, the 60 yoba minus 60, and then you sala no 5y, dividing both sides with 5y, yoba no minus 2x over 5 minus 60 over 5. So therefore gradient yami it's negative what 2 SK, it's negative 2 over 5. So the gradient for SK is negative 2 over 5. Then 10 beta is over equal to 2 over 5. Therefore beta is over equal to alright, bheka something ke la, check something. Now so calculator the angle where gradient yakho it's, now so calculate the angle of inclination where your gradient is negative. Kwamele uthole reference angle iqala, and then we subtract her from 180 degrees. So therefore beta wethu uzoba equal to 180 minus arctan of the positive gradient. I will sebenzise the negative sign in your calculation. Beta is equal to, so it's 180 minus arctan 2 over 5 close bracket, it's what, it's 158.20 degrees. So this is beta, but angifuna beta mina ngifuna the angle yala, which is what again, iyafana ne-reference angle yethu ke. The reference angle ubani? I didn't calculate the reference angle. Why? Because ngivele ngaplugga in the arctan ku calculation yam. So therefore the reference angle is simply what again? It's 21.80. 21.80. So therefore ngithi le angle lena, le reference angle izofana na this angle SNM. Why? Because this angle lena is an angle on a straight line, and then nango subtractor the angle beta from 180 in order to ngithole SNM ngiyothola basically the reference angle. So therefore we can just say SNM is equal to 21.80 degrees. It's this angle yala, right? So therefore theta is equal to this 21.80 plus this angle yala, which is what? 26.57 degrees. This is equal to what again? Let's go ahead and calculate again. So 21.80 plus 26.57. This is equal to 48.37. 48.37 degrees. So this is the final answer. This is the angle for theta. 3.6. Let L be a point on the third quadrant such that SWRL be a point in the third quadrant such that SWR in that order forms a parallelogram. Calculate the area of SWRL. Okay, 3.6, area of SWRL. Now but he point L in the third quadrant. Now point L such that we have a parallelogram, or a parallelogram is formed. SWRL. Now point L such that this shape is a parallelogram. So what is calculated the area for this parallelogram? Now talk bigger. This SR is actually a perpendicular for a perpendicular line inside this parallelogram. Yeah. Okay. Now in order to find the area la singayisebenza ngezindlela eziningi, but mina ngizosebenzisa the area rule to find the area for this triangle. And then because of this diagonal it passes through this parallelogram, it simply means the perpendicular, the diagonal is dividing the parallelogram into two equal triangles. So by finding the area for one triangle and multiplying it by 2, you will the area for this parallelogram. Okay. Bheka ke manje. Ngifuna the area for either of these two triangles. Since angina information eningi for this newly formed triangle, ngizosebenzisa this triangle number 1 to find the area for this parallelogram. So into engizoyenza ngiyosebenzisa area rule. Area rule, I need an angle and the two adjacent sides. So ngizodinga le length yala ka SW ne area kuphi ne length ka SR, ne length ka SR. So previously si calculate ama coordinates ka S as -20 and -4, and then waga R ama coordinates it's -4, and then the y coordinate konje was what? Was Okay, asicalculate quickly la ngoba sengi-erasile lapha. So the coordinate ka R, I'm going to use SK. So coordinate Y is 2 times -4 plus 60 is equal to, so it was -52. Yeah, ngiyayikhumbula ke manje. -52 over 5. Now nginama coordinates ka S, R. Now la I can calculate SW no SR ama length wakhona. So let's start ngo SW equal to XS minus XW squared plus YS minus YW squared is equal to XS is -20 minus XW. XW is +4 lana squared plus YS. YS it's -4 minus YW is 4 la squared. Now let's calculate. Okay, -20 plus 4 squared plus -4 minus 4 squared is equal to okay, is 8√5, and then ngiba no SR, ngiba no calculate to SR as well. So these are units. Since I was paying with the calculate CC ama length wethu are in what units, centimeters or meters or millimeters. So that's why I see units in kuphela, because we are not given ama units of measure. So lana it's XS minus XR squared plus YS YR squared, square root XS is -20 minus XR is +4 la squared YS it's -4 YR is +52 over 5 squared equal to, let's calculate. Okay, lana siyoba no -4 plus 52 divided by 5. Answer yo. Okay, I think ibhale njalo. 16 square root 29 over 5. 16 square root 29 over 5. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Now. Signalama length for the adjacent sides. I also have angle theta. Now I can use area rule. Ithini triangle SWR. Area corner. Area is equal to 1/2 SW times SR times sine theta is equal to 1/2 SW nayo ubani 8√5 times this 16 root 29 lo divide by 5 times sine theta. Sine theta, the angle theta si calculate ile sithola ukuthi ubani 48,37 degrees. So answer uzoba ubani answer kuzoba let's calculate 0.5 times 8 root 5 times 16 root 29 divided by 5 times sine 48.37 close bracket. Answer is 115.21 115.21 square units. Square units, it's square units. Now angisana space la, into engizoyenza manje ngizobhala. Okay, athi ngibhale khona la. Now athi ngithi la ngifuna the total area ke. Now the total area, or the area for the parallelogram SWRL is equal to 2 times this area 115.21 is over equal to what? 2 times 115.21 is equal to 230.42 square units. Okay, now saying the area for a parallelogram. So if video iphelela lana, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Ungakhohlwa in the description below uzothola ama links for amanye ama questions for this question paper. Nangabe uyi-enjoyile, just leave a like, share nabangani bakho. Nangabe new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.